The meeting finally happened. Two actresses who devoured Netflix return. After a long wait, The Price of Confession has finally been released to the world via Netflix. Since the casting stage, this project has been a hot potato, simply due to the meeting of two actresses representing South Korea, Jeon Do-yeon and Kim Go-eun. Although there were twists and turns during production, such as changes in the directing team, the fact that we can finally see this combination is like a great gift to viewers. As soon as it was released, it instantly rose to the ranks of a hit, proving why we have been waiting for this drama. In particular, beyond a simple thriller, the subtle tension and woman's created as two women become intertwined in the closed space of a prison provide an intense immersion sufficient to decorate the end of 2025. Reunion after 10 years from master and student to equal partners. The meeting of these two actors is even more special because it is a reunion about 10 years after the 2015 movie Memories of the Sword. At that time, Kim Go-eun was a rookie actor emerging as a rising star in Chung Muro, while Jeon Do-yeon was already in an unapproachable position as the Queen of Can. In the play, they had a relationship of a master and a student, or a tool raised for revenge, so it looked like Kim Go-eun was chasing Jeon Do-yeon's aura. Although the movie itself achieved somewhat disappointing results at the box office, the acting chemistry shown by the two actors left a deep impression on both critics and audiences. 10 years later, Kim Go-eun now dominates the screen as a partner who exchanges energy on equal footing with Jeon Do-yeon, not just as someone's counterpart. It is a part where her internal strength, grown over the years, is felt. Expansion of spectrum. The evolution of trusted actor Kim Go-eun. Looking at Kim Go-eun's filmography, you can see how fiercely she has broadened her acting spectrum. From the lovely girl in Guardian the Lonely and Great God Goblin to the charismatic shaman in Eczema, and recently to the acclaimed Eun-jung in Sang-yeon, she has continued to transform without settling down. The role of Mo-eun in The Price of Confession seems to be another high point in her acting life. This character, who holds both mystery and madness, could easily seem unrealistic, but she gains persuasiveness with Kim Go-eun's unique natural acting and chilling gaze. Seeing her lead the drama at her own tempo without being intimidated at all in front of her great senior, Jeon Do-yeon, confirms that she has established herself as a top-class actor in name and reality. Rediscovery of Jeon Do-yeon. Delicate cracks hidden within intensity. The name Jeon Do-yeon means trust itself in the Korean film industry. Starting with the movie Secret Sunshine, her acting is evaluated to have reached the level of a god, but on the other hand, there was regret as a fan because she tended to be consumed mainly by too strong and heavy characters. This is because the soft and lovely appearance or daily acting shown in her debut film, The Contact, or the romantic comedy Crash Course in Romance, are also her great strengths. Fortunately, The Price of Confession is a work where you can see both of these charms of Jeon Do-yeon. Starting from her daily life as an ordinary art teacher and happy wife, she broadly depicts the desperate psychological changes of a human being falling into the abyss after being driven as a murder suspect. Her acting, which breaks away from fixed images and goes back and forth between extreme emotions, makes viewers hold their breath. Movie-like scale, a mystery. Unfolding over 12 episodes. When I first heard the news of this work, I assumed it would be a movie because of the weight of the actors. However, the fact that it is a Netflix original series consisting of a total of 12 episodes has rather become an opportunity to build the narrative more solidly. This is because it is possible to describe the backstories and emotional lines of characters that are difficult to fully capture with the long breath of a movie. Here, actor Park Hae-soo, who shows a unique presence in Netflix works enough to be called a Netflix civil servant, joins to hold the center of gravity of the play. As the cold-headed prosecutor Baek Dong-hoon, he plays the role of amplifying the mystery by coordinating the tension between the two female protagonists. In the early part, the scene showing the peaceful and fresh married life of art teacher An Yoon-soo, played by Jeon Do-yeon, contrasts sharply with the tragedy to come, maximizing the tragic nature. A bloody nightmare at the peak of happiness, the drama begins with An Yoon-soo's happy daily life, which is sadder because it is ordinary. The life of a woman who sincerely loved her husband and dreamed of small happiness turns into hell suddenly one day. Yoon-soo's scream upon finding her husband dying and bleeding at home after returning from work chills the hearts of viewers. Her appearance of hugging her husband and shouting, "Save him," looks exactly like a victim of a tragic incident. However, the drama cleverly plants seeds of doubt in viewers from this point on. A terrible scene and a wife wailing in it. Is she a sad widow who lost her husband, or a cold-blooded killer acting perfectly? The drama heightens immersion by blurring the boundaries between truth and lies from the beginning. The culprit is inside. Fabricated evidence and eyes of suspicion. The detectives and prosecutor who arrived at the scene suspect the family, on Yoon-soo, as the first suspect according to the manual. Yoon-soo's attitude shown in this process gives a strange sense of heterogeneity. In a situation where an ordinary person would likely lose their mind in fear, she shows a somewhat incomprehensible calmness, mentioning that she saw it on CSI regarding preserving the scene. To make matters worse, circumstances reveal that her husband had a mistress, and the investigation net gradually narrows toward Yoon-soo. Decisively, the fact that the bloodstains at the crime scene were neatly wiped with bleach and chemicals, and that the traces of evidence destruction started from inside the house, was enough to point to Yoon-soo as the culprit. What is the truth hidden behind her tears appealing for injustice? Unjust accusation or meticulous plan? Yoon-soo goes to prison. As evidence begins to point to Yoon-soo as the culprit one by one, the drama takes on the aspect of a legal thriller. Prosecutor Baek Dong-hoon, played by Park Hae-soo, pressures Yoon-soo by shattering her alibi with sharp intuition. Yoon-soo claims her innocence, but circumstantial evidence is making her the culprit too perfectly. Eventually, she is sentenced for murder and imprisoned. Yoon-soo, who became a husband killer from a respected teacher overnight. Viewers fall into confusion between her seemingly unfair expression and the cool expression that passes by occasionally. Did she really kill her husband? Or did she fall into a trap thoroughly set by someone? Her fate thrown into the unfamiliar and rough environment of prison is like a candle in the wind. The woman called Witch, the appearance of psychopath Mo-yoon. If Yoon-soo's story is dotted with injustice and confusion, the narrative of another protagonist, Mo-yoon, played by Kim Go-eun, is terrifying horror itself. Called a witch within the prison, she is imprisoned for brutally murdering a dentist couple. Her killing process revealed in the flashback scene is shocking. The image of killing the couple who had abused her like a slave rather than an employee for a long time by injecting drugs is terrifying because she is too rational and calm. Even after completing her revenge, Mo-yoon acts nonchalantly as if she had finished a chore rather than panicking or running away. She shows the epitome of a psychopath that cannot be understood by general common sense, vertically raising the tension of the drama. I'll say I killed him. A dangerous proposal and the price of confession. Two women met in prison for different reasons but with the common charge of murder. The real story of the drama starts here. Mo-yoon approaches Yoon-soo, who seems to have given up on everything, and she throws an unbelievable proposal. I'll say I killed him. Instead, do me one favor. In a situation where it is unclear who the real culprit who killed the husband is, or even if Yoon-soo is really the culprit, Mo-eun steps up to take the blame for Yoon-soo's crime. What is the price Mo-eun wants? And will Yoon-soo hold this devil's hand? Episodes 1 and 2 end with this unconventional ending, making it impossible not to watch the next episode. The story of those who try to hide the truth and those who try to reveal it, and the two women who started a dangerous deal in between, seems likely to keep us awake at the end of 2025.